Hey, y'all, it's your girl, my gems. We're back with another reading. So we're going to go ahead and tap into the reading and go ahead and see what it is that the collective needs to know. So far, the energy that's here is you could be going through a transition right now. You could be bringing things to the light because what's done in the dark is coming to the light because you are a warrior of light here. And you were dealing with someone who was dealing with the spirit of lust that you kicked out to the curb because they were dealing with a third party. This was someone who really wasn't trying to help you but only benefit off of you here. This was a leech in your energy. And you're sign of bravery when it came to this energy because with you walking away, this was part of your spiritual initiation here, and that's what you're going. It helped you walk into this new earth energy where you're going to be meeting a newer or being put into a better community where it's going to be people who are on the higher vibration or on the same vibration of you as you, because you're someone who's unfuckwittable. And whoever this person was who was dealing with this lustful energy, who was doing things in the dark, they were dealing with someone who was gossiping and overindulging, someone who lacked a social life. This could have been them or the person they were dealing with. Yeah, but with the moon here, this is being illuminated here because you're no longer stuck in confusion. You're no longer seeing it with rose-colored glasses because you saw that these people were there was a lot of trickery, deception, a lot of illusions covering the truth about this person or these people in your energy doing things in the dark. This was someone who could have been very logical, strategic with this King of Swords here. This was someone who had routine to them, who was able to get away because they were very intelligent and they had this type of way where they maybe had to give the gab to try to convince people because they were someone who was in a high status. But they were dealing with the Empress in reverse, this mother figure who was someone who lacked growth, someone who was very overbearing, someone who had a lot of insecurities. And meanwhile, you're someone who's in this Queen of Pentacles energy, someone who's very mature and grounded, just someone who's a businesswoman, someone who could be an entrepreneur, just someone who's very independent and just has this energy of wealth on them. Now this person who this King of Swords energy, it could be dealing with this Empress in reverse. These people lack independence. They could be dealing with financial issues, recklessly spending their funds. This was someone who could have been very manipulative and cunning in a way, because here you have the magician here, because you could be someone who's very creative and who has a lot of action and power behind their manifestation. You manifest quickly when it comes to what you want and desire, and they wanted to use your gifts to manifest their reality, because they wanted you to be mentally trapped, and maybe they had you at one point feeling mentally trapped with this Eight of Swords energy in reverse, because you got out of this mental confinement they wanted you in and gained a new perception and started accepting yourself more, because they wanted you in this hangman position, feeling discontent and detached, and maybe you detached from the situation altogether. Meanwhile, you have the lovers here coming out. You could be having to make a major choice here between a union, because someone wants to come in with a romantic offer, someone wants to invite you, they're taking action to come towards you. This Nine of Cups energy, someone who wants to creatively express their feelings. This is someone who's very warm and gentle, someone who might want to sweep you off your feet. And whoever this person is that's from the past is bad business. You could be finally finishing things. Maybe this is something that you could be needed to do here, because it says making an investment, and I didn't even know that card was there, but it was in reverse. And maybe this person was dealing with bad business, or maybe it's time for you to start finishing the things you started and tapping back into your creative energy, because these people are definitely pulling on your sacral and solar, because they want you to stop manifesting or stop putting in the work here. Yeah, because they want you to miss out on opportunities here. They want you because they know you're someone who has a lot of potential and they want you to waste it. Yeah, because they know, and then this is why they want you to trust your intuition when it comes to this person with the Page of Cups here, because you're someone who could be a psychic, someone who's very tapped in with their emotions, who's tuned in with their inner child as well. And with you being in that energy, trusting your intuition, you receive more messages, and that's why here you're unfuckwittable. You're always 10 steps ahead, because you are someone who trusts in your intuition. You're no longer burdened down with burdens. You're someone who can handle your issues with ease here. Yeah, because this is someone who wanted to cause a lot of tower moments in your life, who resisted change. But they couldn't cause these tower moments because you're someone, they work together with other people here with this Three of Pentacles. They probably worked with other people to try to bring you these tower moments. That's that third party situation. And maybe now you're going to be working with other people, collaborating. Yeah, they're stuck in an unhappy family dynamic, wanting to leave home but can't, hoping they can reunite with you. Yeah, someone from your past with this Six of Cups energy, wanting to return back to their, someone who brings out their childhood memories, someone who had a past influence. This was what they feel like you bring out in them when it comes to them. But regardless, you have to stand your ground to this person, because you stand up for your beliefs. You fight for yourself with the Seven Wands here. You're someone who takes the high road and who holds down their own. And they want to come in with this trying to pull in on your heartstrings, because they're stuck in this fear and anxiety, stuck in their head, feeling stressed out and burdened. Clarify this anxiety. This could be a Queen of Pentacles that's stuck in their head, or maybe they're stuck in their head because you're financially stable. Take it as it resonates. You could be someone who's very generous to yourself, successful, financially successful. And they're realizing, the Seven of Cups came out again. You know, they're seeing the reality that they made a lot of poor choices with themselves. They made, you know, they lacked choices and felt like they made poor choices. And meanwhile, you're moving to calmer water. You're healing. You're moving on and moving forward. You know, moving towards your stability, escaping these issues or these problems that people wanted to have you because they wanted to block your creativity because they're feeling empty and lost because they didn't have what you had. They couldn't fulfill the cups. They didn't have emotional maturity. They lacked emotional depth. Meanwhile, you're getting this 10 of Pentacles, something about a family. You know, creating family legacies. You know, putting yourself out there. And this person they could be this Knight of Cups. No, they can't come towards you. They could be feeling disappointed. They lack a lot of inner joy. They're not getting this wish fulfillment now with this Nine of Cups in reverse. You know, this is someone who put you who had you put up in a sense. They wanted to have you put on a pedestal or wanted them to be put on a pedestal. But now they're lacking. Yeah. Because you're someone who's very ambitious, who moves with due diligence. You know, very loyal here with this Page of Pentacles. And this person was all talk with this Page of Swords. Anything else? Yeah. They had a fear of change. Playing it safe. Bad planning. Maybe this could be you. Clarify the Two of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who's in a disconnection. Somebody you're no longer connected with. Unhappy couple. So yeah, this is these couples from the beginning. The King of Swords and Empress in reverse. Yeah, these are these people who lack inner joy, you know, who are in fear of changing because they're no longer able to get your energy anymore. They're left out in the cold. They're blocked from traveling. You know, their plans are being delayed. Meanwhile, you're meeting someone who's patient and loyal who wants to come into you to offer you some offer. And you might also have to start working, and you know, you might have to make a choice here. You could be forced to make a choice here because there's a lot of things happening where they want to block you from investing in yourself. So it's encouraging you to keep doing what you're doing and finish what you started, because you may have a difficult choice to make, you know, because it's going to have someone in despair and focusing on the negative. So maybe you should start rearranging your thoughts and start focusing on the positive, because you do have a good, like I said, you have a good outcome coming here with this sun energy. Things are coming to the light about an emperor, and to continue to stand your ground. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. King of Wands energy. So stand your ground against this.